Hello everyone, welcome back to Rimworld, where our relatively new colony is starting to settle in. We're still struggling a little bit for food, as these fungi are starting to grow. But we have some, and there's still like one corpse here that we can take. Connor is, I think, hauling the scarab. Yep, okay. We should also start thinking about reinstalling these, so that our dining room can have some light, and we should also put one of these in the kitchen so that our cook can have some light. Here we go. We're going to do this. Okay, we're getting that bench down. That's good. Okay, we're gonna slaughter the other insect left. And then we're gonna cook with it. And I think that was exactly... Okay, it wasn't exactly 40, but it was close to exactly 40. So 9 meals now. Now the rest is going to be a little bit of a problem, as there's not going to be any more food sources here. Zero, nothing. So we need to hope that we can harvest some of these before the end of that. Connor, that shit is tainted. Oh, it's not tainted. But you cannot comfortably survive without it, so please equip this, because you will like die without that suit. Because I guarantee you're going to just walk out and I'm like, oh my god, I'm dying. I'm like, yeah, obviously. You walked out into the vacuum of space. Kinda your own fault. Just saying. Okay. 60% growth. We have some light. No. No. Don't wear this. Not allowed. We have a dining room. Not very pretty yet, but at least there's light. Like, at least there's some light now, so they can actually see what they're eating in their dining room. Next is it's going to be some smoothing, and there's going to be a light installed here in the kitchen. But again, our Nutri-fungus is growing. And once it's all been grown, we should be good in terms of food. Character's going to be upset about the variety, but this is all they got, so I'm going to put this fake plant here as well. Give me a nice bit of light. Now we have some light here. So cooking shouldn't mess up as much. We have the power. Grav engine is our main cause or source of power. You are a crafter, but there's no blocks for you to grab. A friend needing help. Okay, so we're gonna wait a little bit, because I actually really want to accept this. Only scary thing is Tonya will not have any gear and will likely just die. But they're good at social and a decent cook and a good intellectual. They're also high mate, so they're like beautiful, I think. Very happy. They bond psychic, they like sex, and they're very attractive. Now, we could also grab the Arbalist. But I don't think that's particularly what we want to go for. Okay, we're smoothing the bedroom. Connor, why are you cleaning? We're going to remove this as a home zone. Just so they're not going to take care of it. Now, I was wondering what metal is in this rock. Most of these asteroids have some form of metal. Life is going. We only have 5 meals left, but at this point we do have enough fungi to possibly force a harvest if we need to. Now, that doesn't mean most of this is going to go well. It just means that we have a chance of getting food from it. Which quest was that? Oh, yeah. Well, we can't really do that, so we're just going to delete it. Tonyo is honestly pretty good. Like, definitely would want Tonyo to be part of it. Harmless. Don't like mining. Not good with plants, but some things they're good at. So we know we're definitely going to do that. We know we're definitely going to take care of these rooms, making them as smooth as possible. And then we're going to do the same for our dining room. The reason I'm doing their bedrooms first is so that they have a satisfied bedroom life. Giving them a permanent buff to the bedroom would be nice. Medical treatment needed. Anderson is dealing with their asthma. Okay, well, got taken care of, so that's good. We hauled everything from here, which resulted in us getting a chain shotgun. I think we're going to equip that. We've equipped the chain shotgun. Growth rate, it's going to be about 80% once we start forcibly harvesting this. A decent chance at it ending up well. Although you still have a what do you have, an explosive belt? I don't even know what this does. Makes me kind of worried. I'm going to let you construct. Just so you can start helping out with the smoothing of these walls. Not really skillful labor. You had nothing to do, so we might as well. Okay, we have a meal. Now, I high-key decided that this will be our dining room. So if we expand this, we'll have a dining room here. We need to think about what we do for bedroom. Although I guess we can continue building them up here. I don't expect the colony to grow significantly. There we go. And that's the last meal we get. I think Connor might have something in his inventory still. No. All right. That's this bedroom completely full with smoothed floors. And then we're going to smooth the walls that are also bringing down the beauty of this room. Okay, see, some of this is 80. At that point, we need to be forcibly harvesting this. I'm going to say... I'm going to force him to harvest this. Because I want as much of this to grow to its full capacity. But we're going to simply need the food. Like... Connor, why are you eating it raw? You know Anderson is about to cook with it. There we go. We have a plentiful now. We have enough to last us a little while. Even with these not at 100%, they're far enough. This also means we're gonna need to start making a fridge. Now the kitchen should start moving up here. Critical. Raw food. So I'll force everyone to put their raw food and corpses in here for now. Look at that. 180. We're good with meals. And much of this will increase with the rest here. You have a place to store them, so could do that. Anderson's probably going to harvest this last one too. Or I mean Connor. Connor is the one that does the harvesting. There we go. Maintenance of the grav jumper engine, very important. We're smoothing the hell out of this. So at one point these rooms will be pretty. We'll also start working on the walls. Okay, smoothed it out. Nice. Only one prettiness, but it technically bumps up the prettiness of the room by 3, as the other, I want to say the other -2 is also removed. We're going to have to start making some entertainment. We're also going to have to start ordering some more mining to do. Which is good, because it's going to give us more blocks. Here we go. It's going to give us some more blocks so we can build some more rooms. We're going to need to start making vents so that this central room, can start heating other rooms. Right now, if we accept someone, they're going to freeze to death in anything that isn't these little chambers. What we can do... do a vacuum checkpoint. Basically, people that don't have this certain vac point resistance are not allowed to go outside. They're slightly impressive, which should boost their needs a little bit. Yeah, they're going to need some recreation. Again, that's what this room's going to be for. We're going to mine the rest out. And that's exactly what we need to be doing. And then soon we'll have to go here and then there. This is crucial only so that we can get to the planet and back. The hidden machine, very cool. Okay, we're smoothing. You could have done that not in Connor's room, but alright. And now the last one. So we have finished these rooms. Again, the reason why you see the smoke is because it's cold. Go. Connor is starting to harvest. Good signs, honestly. It means a lot of this is going to be done soon. Each time you break something, it's going to be more awful because there's these chunks, but that's fine. Yeah, look at that. Connor, your plant skills are going to be improving. It is going to be necessary to get better plant skill. This all needs to be hauled away. Can you clean this real quick? Thank you. Okay, they're gonna haul it and drop it here in our fridge. This small little fridge. And we're gonna immediately make some bricks. Good, because we're gonna need some for some more recreational activities. They're gonna be sleeping in their slightly impressive bedrooms. Again, they enjoy that. Okay, we're also getting ready to accept someone else into the colony. And with that, we should start actually prepping for that. Let's see. Obviously, we can't really make that here. Oh, that's chop wood. We cannot chop. 4x5. We can do this. I think that's what we're going to be doing. And this room is just going to be a bit smaller. But hey, what can you do about it? I'm going to deconstruct this, actually. You're going to cook your meals. That's fine. Okay, because apparently there is an engine here that we just don't see. And that engine is steel. Which I desperately want. So we're going to get it. Anderson, deconstruct this thing. Oh yeah, it's definitely not doing too hot. But luckily we can tell you to haul all of this steel. Significant bit of steel, so we need to expand the zone. New lovers. Wow. So I'm just gonna cancel this for now. I'm gonna deconstruct that. So we can deconstruct both of these actually. Actually, we cannot because one of them needs to stick around so that it can be a what do you call it? For the other person that's maybe joining. Okay, furniture. Double bed. We just don't have enough. Damn. And I'm going to still deconstruct this one. Then we can build a wooden bed. Anderson, I know you're doing that. Okay, please make the wooden bed. Here we go. The rescue of Sydney. Sydney, as long as you're on the ground, I can't really help you. Connor, why don't you just go in your bedroom? Because this should also be like, wow, I love sleeping with my partner. So we're going to make a vaxstone bed. Wood is a luxury we do not have. And with some new bricks, we can build that. Okay, our little fridge is overflowing, but that's fine. Crap, were we too late? We were too late. Unfortunate. Not too bad. We're gonna collect the food. Again, we have 1,000 now, so food should be less of a worry. Orders, we're gonna smooth a lot of this. There we go. I guess we can do this already too. Because technically this is all part of the dining room, so we should probably smooth all of it. Hauling that, good. Life is comfortable here. What can I say? We're upgrading the dining room soon. We have some bricks to hopefully add some recreational things. Like one of these. It's gonna cost us like most of the rocks we have, but that's fine. Sometimes things have to happen. Sometimes things have to happen. Yeah, I know I skipped out on a lot of quests. This is frustrating. Well, we're gonna have to live with it. Again, our food situation is figured out. This will produce more food over the time that we, our character lives than we need. The point that our cook, which is Anderson, luckily you love cooking, will be able to cook like fine meals consistently. Right now, I don't think we have enough to upgrade this, but we will. Okay, while I did set you to build these, please don't build these. Okay. Not too upset about you building it, actually. Chess table is slowly being finished. This room is the... Oh, so it does pump some vacuum into these spaces. That's fair, though. Chess table is almost finished. And then it's going to be the tremendous task of finishing this dining room. Because the moment this dining room is pretty, we are set. Like, they will grant 2 mood buffs for being a recreational area and for being the dining room. So we're smoothing as much as we can. Funnily enough, I can't tell them to try and have a baby. I don't want them to have a baby yet, though, so we're just gonna say normal pregnancy approach. Like, we're going to slowly take it. Here we go. Oh, we do. The chess table is finished. That's probably pretty decent. Yeah, it adds to the prettiness of the dining room. Yeah, we also have a new form of recreational activity. We're doing what we need to do here, which is basically flatten the area. If we need some more steel, this is also something we can still deconstruct, mind you. So we're not that worried. Okay, the smoothing of the floor is going decently fast. I don't know, what is your construction? I mean, 4 is not actually that bad, and you're leveling it up. Borders smooth. Is also one? Yeah, well, you should do that too then. Again, the room is going to become prettier and prettier. That's very good for a dining room or recreational, which in our case, it's both. And, okay. Still smoothing it out. That's fine. Eventually, we'll have 2 more bedrooms here. Saving Drowner. Interesting, but I can't. I'm up in the sky, so that's kind of an impossibility for me. Again, the more this place gets flattened, the slightly impressive. It's already slightly impressive. Which will then stack into these multiple things the moment this is more of a room of entertainment. But yeah, I think it's a good sign that it's all starting to become a homey area. There's some medicine, some guns, some fuel, should that be necessary. And the floor is pretty. Like, that's it. The floor is helping quite a bit with how pretty this room is. They're lovers! Let's go, Connor! I mean, at one point that's bound to happen, no? Like, you're stuck with someone for... At this point, I feel like the colony has been going for... What? A month? Yeah, a bit longer than a month. And this is the only person you're with. So I don't think it is that unreasonable to imagine these two falling. Again, slightly impressive. It's gonna become better and better. I'm gonna order this to be. We have enough walls or doors to create a decent vacuum. Here you'd likely want one more set. Like here, and I don't know, put a wall in here and put one there. For now, it's fine. Somewhat impressive. Again, just here. This is what I mean. You get a double bonus: the rec room and the dining room. They love that. So now we're going to start allowing things to be mined again. It's gonna make this room dirty again. It's gonna make it a lot more ugly because they're like, whoa, there are all these chunks in here. How dare you? But it's also necessary. We need it. Look at all these fungi. Our only meal source for a while. Temperature is still going to be an issue. But it's not a tremendous issue. One thing we can do is temperature. Do this at least. So that at least these two rooms are going to be heated. Gonna let out some of the heat. And it's gonna make these work a bit harder, but at least they're starting to heat up. You're not gonna get the I slept in the cold mood debuff. So, room is still being smoothed. Good. Don't mind the fact that our production rooms are not up to stuff. Hey. Look at that. Somewhat impressive. I think once this is all smoothed out, it might actually become an impressive bedroom. Especially because we don't have specifics yet. If that makes any sense. Like we don't have like any entertainment stuff in here yet. We will, but we don't have it yet. I love the music in Rimworld though. It's so gorgeous. So beautiful. Look at all of this smooth, somewhat impressive. Slightly dirty. Where's the dirt? Where's the dirt at? Okay. So we're gonna have to also, if we start thinking about having kids, we need to make a education room. So these rooms are genuinely heating up, which is good. Mind you, I want this room to also heat up. It might be an idea to put one here. Especially if this is going to be your child's room. This is just so that the heat is going to be shared amongst these three rooms. They are by far the most important. There we go. It's immediately bumping up. The heaters can hold up to this kind of treatment, so that's good. Very impressive. That's what I mean. And that very impressive bonus doubles up because it's a dining and rec room. It's good to keep your colonists happy. Okay, we're still cooking. Like you can see, our growth is going to be pretty consistent around the year. Okay, we're smoothing the last two here. Then only these are left, at which point everything in this room is smooth. Now there are going to be doors here, so walls essentially, or that are going to separate these from the rest of the building, or the rest of the room, I should say. But still, we have rooms for 5 colonists later. One of which hopefully is frugal, so that he's not upset that his room is smaller than the rest. But we're getting there. We're getting close to done. Again, the basics of life are already accomplished. Very impressive. Exactly what we want. Quite spacious. Very pretty. We have done it. Now, after this, we're going to have to start thinking about our next plan. And this is going to be... there's going to be some difficulty here. We need to start thinking about research and production. Now, we have the most necessary tools already. The stove, the butcher table, and the wooden stone cutter table. On top of that, we have power, but not enough power to create something along the lines of a solar lamp, so we can actually grow other vegetables. So, we're going to have to think of a plan. We're going to need to build this. Where is it? This is a necessity. It simply is. Like, we're going to need it. That's going to hamper our production, but so far our characters have no intellectual capacity. So, oh, we have plasteel. This is a plasteel thing. Oh wait, I knew that because there was a bit of plasteel here. That's fine. Now, luckily, we can start producing the bricks again, which Connor likely is going to do. That's good to see that. And these bricks we can use for things like doors. Of course, they've been used now to finish up this bench. But with these doors, we're going to also separate the ugliness of these unfinished rooms. If we separate that, then our room is going to go back to beautiful quality, and it's no longer going to be affected by the other. One thing I'm debating is I might need a Psycaster. That would probably be nice. Here, bam. This room closed off. No longer part of the beauty of the rest. Doesn't mean that we aren't going to make these rooms beautiful either. Just means that things are no longer being accounted for here. Dirt and the like. Not a problem. We're going to start mining this plasteel, which is very hardy apparently. Connor is immediately going to replant the plants. Also good. We need that. Okay, Jesus Christ, that takes a long time. For now, I'm just going to cancel these. Let this be an unfinished room for a while. At least until we get someone that can mine well. Now, these we can deconstruct. I think there's not really anything else. There's not like ship chunks that we can. Now, there are other options when it comes to plants that are mushrooms. Like, we can make this plant, which gives us a very small amount of wood. And that's what we might do later. But not yet. So this is a door. We can make this door now. Obviously, that is a door. Not stupid. I mean, I am stupid, but not in that way. But seeing as this episode has almost already lasted for 40 minutes, I think it's close to time to say that this episode is coming to an end. So, I hope you all have a nice day, and I'll see you next time.